Ever sent a text in English and immediately wished you could unsend it? You spend 5 minutes crafting the perfect message, you hit send, and then you reread it and realize you sounded totally rude.
Ah, that feeling is the worst. You wanted to say, I need a little more time to think about it, but what you wrote was, I will tell you later. And your friend replies with a single question mark, and you just want the ground to swallow you whole.
Exactly. Or that gut-wrenching moment in a conversation when your mind goes completely blank. You know the word in your native language, but the English equivalent has just vanished. Poof, gone. Everyone is staring at you, and you just smile awkwardly. We know this feels overwhelming, but we promise you are not alone in this.
I had a student, Steve, a brilliant guy from Brazil. He told me he practiced grammar for an hour every single day. But in his weekly team meeting, he'd just freeze. The pressure was too much. He felt like all his hard work was for nothing. It was heartbreaking because he was trying so hard.
That's the exact feeling we're here to fix today. What if learning English didn't feel like a punishment? What if it felt addictive, like a game you can't wait to play every day?
Today, we're going to show you how to hijack your brain's reward system. We're talking about dopamine. We'll turn those frustrating moments into fuel and make your learning journey genuinely fun. And stick around because our third tip is a tiny 10-minute habit that will change everything.
Let's get started. Your brain is about to get a major upgrade.
Okay, so why are we talking about dopamine and addiction? This isn't just about passing an exam or memorizing vocabulary lists. We've all done that, and let's be honest, it's boring.
So boring. The reason this matters is that learning a language is about connection. It's about being able to text your crush without having a full-on panic attack. It's about walking into a job interview and feeling powerful, not powerless.
It's about watching your favorite Netflix show without subtitles and actually getting the jokes. It's about belonging. When your brain feels rewarded for learning, it wants to do it more. It's a simple biological hack. We're not teaching you grammar rules today. We're teaching you how to fall in love with the process.
Think of it this way. For years, you've been trying to push a giant, heavy boulder up a hill. It's exhausting. Today, we're showing you how to find the path that goes downhill, the path where the learning feels effortless and exciting. This isn't about studying harder, it's about studying smarter and happier.
And when you feel happy, you learn faster. It's science. So let's start by identifying the things that are draining your energy, the dopamine drainers.
All right, let's talk about the villains of our story. These are the learning habits that are secretly killing your motivation. And the first one is a classic.
The translation trap. I have a story for this one. My student, Maria from Spain, was a fantastic speaker, but she had one tiny recurring problem. When she was talking about her feelings, she kept saying things like, I feel myself tired, or I feel myself happy.
I know exactly where that comes from.
Exactly. In Spanish, you say, me siento cansada, which translates literally to, I feel myself tired. She was translating word for word from Spanish to English in her head. Every single time, she'd get a weird look, feel embarrassed, and her confidence would just plummet. That tiny moment of confusion was a dopamine drain. It punished her for trying.
And this is such a common trap. When you translate directly, you're not just risking grammatical errors. You're forcing your brain to do two jobs instead of one. Think in your native language, then translate. It's slow, it's exhausting, and it completely disconnects you from the natural flow of English. It's a guaranteed way to make speaking feel like a chore. Okay, mistake number 2 is what I call the grammar prison. This is for all the perfectionists out there. You know who you are.
Oh, I was definitely one of them.
Me too. I had a student from Japan, Kenji. incredibly smart. He could write flawless essays, but in our company's weekly video calls, he was almost silent. I asked him about it and he said, "Ethan, I am so afraid of using the wrong tense. Present perfect, past perfect. By the time I figure out the right one, the conversation has moved on."
That is so painfully relatable. He built a prison for himself made of grammar rules. He was so focused on being 100% correct that he ended up communicating 0%. The fear of making a mistake is one of the biggest motivation killers in existence. Every time you stop yourself from speaking, you're teaching your brain that speaking is dangerous and scary.
That's a dopamine disaster. Your brain starts to associate English with anxiety and fear. Of course, you're not going to feel addicted to learning if it feels like walking through a minefield.
Finally, there's the third drainer, the study island. This is when you learn English completely alone, isolated from the real world.
You mean just you, your grammar book, and a vocabulary app?
Exactly. I remember when I was trying to learn Spanish. I spent months with flashcards and textbooks. I could conjugate verbs like a champion. I probably knew 2,000 words. Then I went to a cafe in Madrid and I wanted to order a coffee with oat milk. I completely froze. I didn't have the confidence. I didn't know the cultural flow. All that knowledge was useless because it wasn't connected to reality.
It's a lonely way to learn. And loneliness is the opposite of what language is for. Language is for connection. When you only learn from a book, you're getting 0 dopamine hits from successful interactions. There's no friendly smile from a barista, no laughter with a friend, no feeling of being understood.
You're on an island, and eventually you just get bored and give up. We know this feels like a lot to take in, but identifying these problems is the first step. Now for the fun part. Let's replace them with habits that will flood your brain with dopamine.
Okay, it's time to become the hero of your own learning journey. These are the habits that make learning English feel like a fun game, not a boring job.
Instead of saying, "My goal is to be fluent," which is huge and terrifying, you're going to treat it like a video game. You don't beat the final boss on day 1. You complete small, easy quests.
This is a game changer. So what does a quest look like? It's not learn English. It's today, my quest is to learn 5 new words related to cooking. That's it. It's small, specific, and achievable.
And here's the most important part. When you complete the quest, you get a reward. It can be anything. Watch one episode of a cooking show in English. Listen to your favorite song. Eat a piece of chocolate. You do the quest, you get the reward. Instantly.
High five! You just created a positive feedback loop. Your brain just went, "Ooh, we did that English thing and we got a reward. Let's do that again tomorrow." You're literally training your brain to crave learning.
This next one directly fights that translation trap we talked about. Stop memorizing single words. It's inefficient and your brain hates it. Instead, you're going to learn words in chunks or phrases.
What do you mean by chunks?
Instead of memorizing the word delicious, learn the entire chunk. This pizza is absolutely delicious. You learn the grammar, the vocabulary, and the emotion all in one piece.
Ah, so you're learning a ready-to-use piece of language.
Precisely. I had a student, Priya, who struggled with remembering vocabulary. she started using this method. She wouldn't just learn tired, she'd learn chunks like, I'm so tired, I could sleep for a week, or I'm tired of studying. Suddenly, the words stuck. Why? Because they were attached to a real feeling, a context she could imagine.
Her brain wasn't just storing a word. It was storing a mini-story. And our brains are wired for stories. This is so much more effective and, honestly, more fun.
Okay, this is the tip we teased earlier. This one is for everyone who says, I don't have time to study. You don't need 2 hours. You just need 10 minutes for an immersion snack.
An immersion snack. I love that. So it's a small, tasty bite of English.
Exactly. It's a short, enjoyable activity in English that you can do every single day. The goal is consistency, not intensity. A tiny win every day is more powerful than one huge study session every week.
Give us some examples. What's a good snack?
So many options. Listen to one song in English and look up the meaning of one new phrase you hear. Watch a 5-minute clip from a YouTuber you like. Change your phone's language to English for just 10 minutes while you browse social media. Describe your breakfast to yourself in English, out loud.
Wait, Emily, let me show you what happened to me last week. I was trying this with French. My immersion snack was to watch a French baking video. The guy said, une pincée de sel, a pinch of salt. That was it. That was my phrase for the day. The next day, I was cooking, and I actually thought, une pincée de sel. It stuck because it was fun and connected to something I was doing.
That's the magic. It's a tiny daily dopamine hit. It proves to your brain every single day that you can do this. This habit alone will build incredible momentum.
All right, our final booster is for conquering the grammar prison. You need to change your relationship with mistakes. From now on, a mistake is not a failure. It's data.
I love that. It's not a red X, it's a clue.
Exactly. A mistake is just a signpost showing you exactly what you need to learn next. It's your personal guide. So, how do you get this data? You create a feedback loop. This is your grammar superhero.
So you need someone or something to give you corrections. This could be a language exchange partner on an app like HelloTalk, recording a 1-minute audio of yourself talking about your day and listening back to it. You'll be amazed at what you notice. Or, of course, using an AI tool like DialogueBoost that can give you instant gentle feedback on your phrasing.
The key is the mindset shift. When someone corrects you, your old brain might think, oh no, I'm so stupid. Your new dopamine-driven brain thinks, yes, a clue, thank you, I just leveled up. Every correction is a win because you're getting closer to clear, confident communication.
When you embrace this, the fear just melts away. You start seeking out opportunities to speak, hoping you'll make a mistake so you can learn something new. It's a complete reversal of the fear-based learning we're taught in school.
Okay, Emily, this all sounds great in theory. The quests, the snacks, I get it. But my heart still starts beating like a drum when I have to actually speak to a native speaker. The fear is physical. What about slang? What if they say something I don't know and I just stand there looking stupid? Slang scares me.
Ethan, that fear is 100% real and valid. Thank you for saying that. We need to tackle that fear together. The goal isn't to know every single slang word. Nobody does. The goal is to have a strategy for when you feel lost. Let's role play it right now.
Okay, let's do it.
I'll be the friendly barista at a coffee shop. You just want to order a simple black coffee. Ready?
Ready.
Hey there, what can I get for you today?
Hello, can I have one black coffee, please?
For sure. Do you want any room in that?
See? Right there. I froze. Room. What does that mean? My brain just went static noise. I'm thinking, room in my coffee? Does she want me to move? I'm panicking.
Perfect. This is the exact moment we need to train for. That feeling of panic is your brain's old programming. Let's install a new program. Room in this context is just slang for space for milk or cream. It's super common, but you don't need to know that. You just need a tool.
What tool?
The tool is curiosity. Instead of panic, choose curiosity. You have a few simple, powerful phrases you can use. You could say, I'm sorry, what does room mean? Direct and honest, people love to help. Or, oh, I'm still learning English. Could you say that another way? Shows vulnerability, creates connection. Or you can just guess from the context and say, a little please. Low risk, probably correct.
So, it's okay to admit I don't know?
It's more than okay. It's connecting. The barista doesn't think, this person is stupid. They think, oh, this person is learning, let me help them. 99% of people will be kind and happy to explain. The fear you feel is a story you're telling yourself, but it's not the reality.
Wow. Okay. So, the strategy is to have a few escape phrases ready.
Exactly. Your new dopamine-driven response to confusion isn't panic, it's curiosity. Every time you don't understand something, it's not a test you failed. It's a quest you just discovered. Quest, find out what room in your coffee means. When you find out, you get a dopamine hit. You learned something new through connection.
That actually makes me feel so much better. The pressure is off. The goal is just to communicate, not to be a walking dictionary.
That's the entire secret. Communication over perfection. Always.
All right. Enough talk. Let's put this into practice right now. We're going to do a quick drill to give you your first intentional dopamine hit of the day. This is about making language personal.
Ready? I'm going to give you a boring standard textbook sentence. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to make it exciting. Make it yours.
First one. The boring sentence is, I like music. Okay, pause the video right now. Think about a specific band or song you are obsessed with. Don't just say, like. Use a powerful, emotional word. Say it out loud. Go!
Welcome back. What did you say? Did you say, I'm obsessed with Taylor Swift's new album? Or, I can't stop listening to that new K-pop song? Doesn't that feel better? You just connected English to something you genuinely love. That's a dopamine hit.
Okay, my turn to give one. Boring sentence. The weather is good. So boring. Pause the video. Look out your window or just imagine your favorite kind of day. How does it really feel? Describe it with passion. Say it out loud.
Okay, pausing the drill for a second, I just want to say you're doing amazing. How did that feel? You didn't just translate. You expressed a real feeling. Maybe you said, the sunshine feels absolutely amazing on my skin, or I just love this cozy rainy weather. You took a dead sentence and gave it life, your life.
This is the core of it all. Connect every piece of English you learn to a real memory, a real emotion, a real preference. Your brain will remember it so much better. So let's bring it all home. Learning English doesn't have to be that chore you dread every day. It doesn't have to be a source of fear and anxiety. By using these simple mindsets, the quest method, context chunks, immersion snacks, and feedback loops, you can turn it into your new favorite hobby, your daily dose of dopamine.
I literally get emotional when a student has this breakthrough, because today, you didn't just watch another English lesson. You took the first, most important step to completely rewiring your brain for joy in your learning journey. You didn't just learn grammar, you gained freedom, The freedom to be curious, to be playful, and to make real human connections.
That's what this is all about. You're not just learning English, you're joining the DialogueBoost family. You're part of a global community that celebrates progress, not perfection. We're so happy you're here.
And we want to see you put this into action. Our challenge for you this week is to try one immersion snack every day for the next 7 days.
That's your quest. And we want to hear about it. In the comments below, tell us, what is one immersion snack you are going to try this week? Will you listen to a podcast? Watch a movie trailer? Describe your dog's weird habits in English? Let us know.
We read every single comment. If you want more of these dopamine-driven lessons to make your English addictive, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Thank you for spending this time with us.
Keep learning, keep connecting, and we'll see you in the next video.